Hello all, welcome to Selenium Python Training Series. In this session, we are going to continue creating the hybrid framework where we are going to implement this page object model. What is the advantage of implementing this page object model in our framework? The simple advantage we get is we are going to remove the hard coding of locators in the individual automation scripts. Instead of hard coding or directly providing the locators in automation scripts, we are going to centralize them in the page classes by implementing this page object model. Okay. So tomorrow, if any particular locators of a particular element change, then we don't have to go to each and every individual automation script using that locator and update there. Rather, we can go to the centralized page classes which got implemented with the help of this page object model. And there at the centralized location, we are going to update the locator so that all the automation scripts can access the updated locator from the centralized place. That will reduce the amount of maintenance. So less maintenance will happen by centralizing the locators and moving them from the individual automation scripts to this page object model classes. So let's get started. So I'll switch to this PyCharm ID. I'll go to the individual tests. Let's say test search, I'll go first. And you can see here, there are a lot of locators which are hard-coded here. For example, this name locator is hard-coded. This XPath expression is hard-coded. This link text is hard-coded, right? Many other, you see? All these locators for each and every element, not only in this test search, but also in other tests also, we have the same thing, okay? These locators are hard-coded in this automation scripts. Rather, we are going to centralize them in the page classes. For that, we have to implement the page object model. So how to implement that? I'll right click on this project and select new and create a package known as pages or page objects, whatever you want to write here. You can mention, I'll simply say pages. You can also say page objects also, that's fine. Under the pages, I'll create a page. So which page I have to create and all, I'll tell you based on the requirement. I'll tell you guys, okay? So here in the search box field, so the script is starting here in the conf test. First, we are going to open the browser. After opening the browser, we are going to open the application URL. After opening the application URL, here we are entering HP, which is nothing but a valid product name into the search box field. Okay, so let's say I will open this application here. And after launching this application URL in the browser, here in the search box field, we are going to enter the HP. So that HP is where the search box field is everywhere, no matter which page you go. For example, if you go to the register page, let's say you have navigated to this page, still you have the search box field. Okay, no matter which page you go. For example, if you go to the returns page, there also on the top, search box field is there. What I will do instead is I'll just fix this search box field to the home page. Okay. Since it's there in all the pages, I'll stick this search box field to one of the page, that is home page. So the search box field is on the home page. So what I will do now is since the search box field is on the home page, I'll just right click on this pages package and create a Python file. I'll just name that file as home page. That's it, home page. Okay, just create that. Once you create this home page, now create a class. Just name this class as home page. Under this class, create a constructor. Okay, constructor in Python is nothing but init, right? Def __ init __. You see, you have to add the self keyword. Under the class, it may be a function, method, constructor, doesn't matter. The first parameter by default should be self. For all the constructors and methods created under the classes should have self. Now, comma, whenever the constructor is called, when the constructor will be called automatically when the object is created for this class, as you already have seen in the Python tutorial in this same series on the top. You see in the top, in the beginning of this Selenium Python, I covered Python for Selenium. There you already got the knowledge. So constructor will be automatically called when you create an object for this class. But here we are expecting the driver to be passed. Okay, while creating an object, the empty constructor cannot be called. Rather, you have to pass this driver along with during the object creation statement. You have to pass the driver. I'll show you in a while. Here I'll write down self.driver is equal to driver. Whatever the driver that is coming, I'm passing to this particular class level driver I'm creating an assigning that to there. Okay, this is the first step we have to do. After creating the constructor in this home page, we are going to repeat this for every page class anyhow. For now, only home page we are creating. Here, what is the first locator that we have to remove the hard coding and centralize in this respective page class? So here, what we are going to do, I'm going to explain in detail first. So in the page object model, what we are going to do, I'm going to cover. After that, I'll cover the things here. Let's say these are your automation scripts, right? So in this automation scripts, there are several elements that for which you are using the locators and all. And these elements may be on different pages and all, that's fine. Now, let's assume that these are your automation scripts. Let's say test reach, test search, test login, test something, okay? Now, if you put all the locators in a single file, what is the problem? You're centralizing the locators here, but all these locators are part of a single centralized file. Now, home page related locators are part of the same file. Register page related locators are part of the same file. Login related locators are part of the same file. Other page related locators are part of the same file. And now, if you have hundreds or thousands of locators part of the centralized file, tomorrow, if any particular element locator changes, that particular locator can I find out easily from this single file? Only one locator changed, but here there are 1,000 locators. Is it easy to find that particular locator here? No, right? There are thousands of locators or hundreds of locators, and to find that particular locator which I have to update, this is not easy. It will take some time though. I can find it, but it will take some time. I have to go one by one locator out of all the locators. Okay. This is not a correct approach because you're putting all the locators for all the automation scripts in a single centralized place. That is making the things difficult because though it is centralized, but there are a lot of locators here and you are getting confused or it is taking time to find the respective locator and update that. Okay, you may get confused also in this process. Instead of going with this approach, what we can do is we can go with another approach where we can find these locators easily and update them even though they are centralized. That is, let's say these are the automation scripts and there are a lot of locators created for a lot of elements in this automation scripts like this. Okay, for every automation script, there are some locators of the web elements that are there in part of this automation scripts, let's assume. Now, let's remove the hard coding of these locators from this individual scripts and centralize. Instead of centralizing them in a single file, what we can do is we can categorize them according to the page classes. For example, home page. Okay, for example, home page. The locators which are related to the home page will put there here. Only the locators which belong to the home page will centralize in the home page, not all the locators. Another page will create another centralized file. Let's say login page. Okay, these for login page. All the elements on the login page like email, password, login button, those will go into forgot password and all will go into the login page, let's assume. Okay. This file also, some locators from this file also will go and fall here if they're belonging to the login page. Like that, instead of centralizing them in a single file, we will create a lot of files, centralized files according to the pages. Now, tomorrow, if a particular locator, for example, tomorrow, this login button locator changes, I know that this login button is part of which page, login page. So here I'll go to the, instead of going for all the pages, all the centralized pages and getting confused, I'll directly go to the login page. And in the login page, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some locators got there. Out of the 6 locators, it's very easy for me to find out the locator that is related to the login page and update here, right? This is a purpose. Okay, we are removing the hard coding of the locators. At the same time, if you put all these locators centralized in a single file, that will make the things clumsy and will become very difficult to find out the respective locator that need to be updated tomorrow. Rather, if you put this locator organized in multiple centralized files according to the page classes, now we can easily find out them, right? That's the advantage of the page object model. So instead of putting them in a single centralized file, we are going to create many page classes under this pages package. For example, home page. All the locators all the locators of the elements which are on the home page, we can create here. So what I will do here is, so I'm on the home page, right? The search box field is on the home page. Let's say it's on every page, but I'll stick that to home page for now. I'll inspect this search box field. I'll create a locator for that. Here we have the name locator. I'll copy this name and here I'll write down. I'll create that variable kind of stuff. That is, I'll just name that as a search box field search box field, and it is a name locator. So I'll say name so that I can understand it's which type of locator. Such like that I'll create. So I need to, here what I have to do is I just provided search box field in the script. Okay. Now what I have to do in the search box field, I have to enter the product name into the search box field. For this particular locator, I'll create a function def enter product into search box field. Like this, I'll create a function, and inside this function, I'll write down here. I have to write self.driver. Instead of driver, I have to use self.driver because it is inside the class. Self driver.find element by dot import this by from Selenium by dot, that is name locator, right? Because this is name, so I have to give name, comma. Now copy this locator here. So copy this locator here. I have to say self dot, otherwise it's not going to work. Okay, self dot. Have to do what on this? I have to enter the product into the search box field. Dot send hits. Now here I have to pass some product name. Okay, product name or whatever it is. Just give some parameter name and pass it here. That's it. So this is done. Okay, like this for every locator, you are going to create an actionable method where the code for performing the operation on that field will be there. And generally, what we do is in real time is first we will clear the text box field as a, it's not required, but people do that. Self dot driver dot find element. Same thing they will use. Same thing will give. Here different commands I will do. That is dot click. I will say dot click. And after clicking, what I want to do, I want to clear. Second thing, it's not directly as a best practice. Not enter directly. Rather, you have to click first into the text box field that you want to enter the text, and after that you have to clear. Dot clear. Right? Just try the commands here. They are not working there. So dot working fine. Okay. Dot click. Dot clear. Can get the commands from here if you want. Selenium WebDriver commands. Expand this. You'll get all the commands. So whatever the operations you want to, you can get it from here. Click command, dot click. For typing, we have send underscore keys. For clearing, we have dot clear command, okay, that we have just now used. Like that you can do. Now next, in the home page, we have written this code. To enter that, as a best practice, we can click inside the field. After that, clear. If any text is there, we can clear that. After that, we can type, okay? Instead of directly typing, we are going to do that. Now, this is one method I created, so which is going to, how to call this and all. To call this here, let's go to the test search, and instead of writing the code like this, I'm going to create an object for the home page. Home page, create an object. Over the mouse and import this home page from pages package. And after that, here it cannot be empty. You should pass something. You have to pass a driver here. Okay, you have to pass a driver. So how to pass the driver? You have to say self dot driver. You have to pass, and it will return you the object reference of home page. Okay, so this will when you create an object for the home page, automatically constructor of this home page will be passed, and the password driver will be assigned here. And with the help of this, with the help of this object reference, we can do a lot of things like home page dot enter product into the search box field. Which product? This HP product. Okay, copy this HP here and paste it here. That's it. This line is no more required. Okay, like this we'll write the code. Now the locators are centralized, and the hard coding of the locators is now removed for this particular element. You see, so the locator is now hard centralized in this home page. The locator is centralized. Tomorrow, if this locator value changes, come and update this thing for the search box field. Okay. You know in which page the search box field will be there in the home page. Come to that home page and update the locator there like that. So let's do the same thing for the other things. After typing HP into the search box field, what I have to do, I have to click on the search button. Already the locator is there. You see this XPath is there, right? This part. So what I will do is I'll copy this XPath expression. I'll copy this XPath expression for that search button. I'll come back. Search button is also there on the home page only. So here I'll create search button. That is an XPath expression. I'll say XPath is equal to and give that XPath expression. Now for this XPath expression, create a command. What we are going to do with this button, you're going to click on the button. So I'll write the code like this. Step. Click on search button. And here write down self dot driver dot find element by dot XPath. Now give this XPath expression here and say dot click. So here write self keyboard. So after doing that, so we can come to this and write down home page dot click on search button. That's it. You don't have to write this code now. This particular XPath expression is centralized and hard coding is removed, as you can see. Now the next thing here also we have a locator. So after you click on the search button, what will happen? The search results, you'll get this product. So this is the element, but this element is not there on the home page, right? This element is not there on the home page. So where it is available? It's on search page. This is search page on which this element is appearing. So to to remove the hard coding of this locator of this element, we have to create another page here. Instead of home page, we have to create right click new Python file and just create. Whenever you need something, you just create. Okay. Don't create everything in advance. According to your need and all, you create that. Okay. Now say class search page. And here create a constructor def underscore init. And here pass the driver. And say self dot driver is equal to driver. Same steps. Now here create the locator for this element. I'll say valid HP product underscore link text is equal to link underscore text if you want. That's also fine. Link text is equal to what? The link text is nothing but here already in the script we have the link text. This is a link text. Copy this and paste it here. And now create a method for this element. So def what you are doing in the script actually with that element, we are verifying whether this particular element is displayed on the page or not. So display status, I can create something like this of product, display status of product. And I'll write down here this driver dot find element, find underscore element, then by dot import this by. And here we have to add the self keyword. Don't forget to do that. Self dot center self dot driver dot find element by dot. That is link text, right? So the element is link text locator, link text, and comma, put this link text here. And say here also add self keyword. Anything from the class you are using means you have to use self keyword. Okay. This driver, this variable, this functions, everything you have to add self keyword. I'll access it. Dot what is displayed, is underscore displayed, you have to write. This will return either true or false. And here I'll add the return keyword. Whenever you call this function, it's going to return either true or false based on the element is available on the page or not. Okay. Now here I'll write down, instead of writing this, I'll simply write down. I have to create an object for the search page. Before doing that, I have to create an object for the search page. Search page, and I have to pass the self dot driver here. and import the search page from pages package and write down search underscore page is equal to as object reference. Now here write down search page dot display status of product. Okay, display status of here I have to write something properly. HP product. Okay, display status as HP product or valid product. Display status of valid product. You can say otherwise, and display status of valid product. Okay, so HP you are entering, and when you are entering HP, automatically this product should come where this valid product should come. That's fine. Okay, display valid HP product link text. Valid HP product, or instead of writing that, you can simply say valid product. Okay, display status of valid product. It will either return true or false. That's it. You see, I converted this into the page object model. Okay, we have implemented the page object model for this particular test now. Similarly, we have to implement for the other tests. So we'll keep going like the same. So here, what I'm going to do next is again entering Honda. For entering Honda, again the same code. Here, first you have to create an object for the home page and enter product into the search box field. Click on the search button. This all the things are same. Right here, instead of HP, you give Honda here. Okay, give the Honda here. Pass instead of HP, pass the Honda, and click on the search button. After clicking on this part is not required anymore. You have already done. Now here you have to verify driver.find element by xpath, and this locator also is hard coded. You have to remove that. Okay, you have to get that particular text. So whenever you enter Honda here, which is part of the home page, and click on the search button, and you'll get the search results. In the search results, you have this message. So this message is on the search page. So what we have to do to verify that this XPath expression should be part of the search page. So go to the search page and here create. Now you can also copy this XPath expression if you want. Copy this XPath expression of that section, paragraph section. So I'll say, what is that actually? No product message XPath is equal to, okay? And give that XPath expression of that no product message XPath. Now here for this XPath expression, you have to create a function. Let's create the function here. Def, write down def. Here what we are expecting. Here we are retrieving the text and comparing that here. So this part we have to put that in the page class. Okay, this part retrieving the text is something we have to do. For that, retrieve no product message. Okay, retrieve no product message from the search page. So here I'll simply say self dot driver dot find element by dot xpath, and give this xpath expression here. Simply say self dot xpath expression and say dot text command. Now return it. Now return this. Okay, return this text. Whatever the text that is retrieved will be returned. Okay, so whenever you call this, it will retrieve the text that no product message text. So now what I'm going to do is instead of writing this part, I'll just remove this, and instead of that, I'll simply write down it's on the search page. So I have to create an object for the search page like the same way here, and here I'll say search page dot retrieve no product message. It will return you the text, and that you are comparing with expected text. That's it. Here we have removed the hard coding of all the locators from the test with the help of the page object model. And the other one, the last one here, almost copy paste. Copy these two things, click on the search button till clicking on the search button. And we should not be entering anything. So don't pass anything here. Okay. Now these lines are not required. After that, this is the same thing on the search page. Once you click on the search button, you will be taken to the search page. You see, for example, if I don't enter anything and click on the search button, I'll be still taken the same search page where this message is there. And I'll simply write down search page, create an object for the search page, and simply get the text in the same fashion. This is the same thing, okay, which is same thing. Just write down, copy paste the same thing. We don't have to do much. Done. Now you see we have implemented a page object model for all the three tests inside the search page, search Python file. Okay, this is done. Now let's go to the next one. Search is over. Let's close this stuff, close all this stuff. And now let's go to the next one. Search is done. Let's go to the login now. Let's implement the page object model for this login page scripts also. So for that, let's see, after opening the application URL in the browser, you have to click on the My Account. So after opening this application URL in the browser, you have to click on My Account. My Account is part of every page. No matter which page you go, My Account header will be there. So I'll stick that to the home page. So I'll simply go to this home page, which is already created. Under the home page, I'll create My Account, okay, drop menu, underscore. So what is the locator? We have used this xpath expression. I'll copy this locator and here I'll write down xpath is equal to paste. That's it. Now for this xpath expression, you have to create a function or method. I'll simply, what I have to do on this My Account drop menu, you have to click on that. Click on My Account drop menu. And after that, write down self.driver.find element by.xpath, comma, give this xpath here, self.xpath. Okay, now say dot, I have to do click. To click on that, I have to click on it. That's it. This is also done. This is also done. Now here, go here and you can do that. Create an object for the home page. Pass the driver here. Import this home page from pages package and it will return you the object reference. Home page is equal to, now write down home page dot, what is that? I have to click on My Account drop menu. That's it. You don't have to write this line. The hard coding of the locator has been removed from the script. And after I click on this My Account, again, I'll get this option. This login option is also part of every page. So I'll stick that to one of the page, say home page. I have to click on this login option. The login option is a link text here. You can see that clearly login option is a link text. Copy that. It's also part of the same home page and login option, and that is link text is equal to paste it and here create a function to click on that def select login option. You can say otherwise select login option. And here write down self.driver.find element by dot link text, comma, give this link text self dot link text and say dot click. You are simply clicking on the login option. Now come back here and instead of hard coding the locator here, we'll simply say home page dot click on or select login option. You don't need to write this code anymore. You can replace that. What next? After clicking on this login option, you will be taken to the login page. Now this email address and password field are not part of the home page. Rather, they are part of the login page. So to remove the hard coding of these locators from that individual scripts, I have to create here, right click and create a new Python file and name that as login page. And here create the class, that is class login page. And here create the constructor def underscore init. And here you pass the driver and simply says self.driver is equal to driver is done. Now go back here. Now create an object for the login page because this element is on the login page. login page, pass a self.driver here, import this login page from pages package, and simply it will return you one object difference like login page. You can give this name, you can give any name here. I'll give login page. And now this element has an ID, copy this ID. For the email address, we have an ID. So in the login page, write down, this is email, right? Email address. Email address field underscore ID is equal to give that ID here. And for this, create a function method that is enter email address. Enter email address. Here, before entering anything, right, first we'll click inside the as part of best practice, we'll click. If anything is there, we'll clear. And after that, we'll enter. For that, what we have to do, self.driver.find underscore element by dot import this by from Selenium. And after that, by dot ID, because that is ID, right? By dot ID located. So ID, comma, give this email address field ID. Simply say self dot and say dot click. Use the click command. Copy the same thing, paste it here. After clicking, you have to clear dot clear. After clearing, you have to say dot send keys. Send keys. What you have to enter here? You have to pass email address. Email address text or something. You just write down and pass it here. That's it. It is done. So here I'll write the code now. Login page dot enter email address. For that, I have to pass email address text. What is that? This is the email address text. I have to pass it. That's it. Okay. Now this part is done. Now we have to enter the password. Password also has an ID. Password field is also part of the same login page. We'll copy this locator, go to the login page and create here password field underscore ID is equal to and give that. And for that locator, I'll create this actionable function or method. Enter password. I'll say password underscore text as a parameter, and I'll copy paste these 3 lines. And here by dot ID is same, but here instead of email address field ID, I'll say password field ID. Paste it. Okay, that's it. Here instead of entering the email address, we are entering the password text. So the function method is created, and now you can call it. Simply say login page dot enter password, and you have to pass this password. This is the password you have to pass. Now remove this line. You are removing the hard coding of the locators as part of the scripts. Now the next thing is this login button. This XPath expression of the login button. So you see, after entering the email password, you have the login button. The XPath expression is there. Copy that. That login button is part of the same login page. I'll simply say login button XPath is equal to give that. And here for this button, I'll create a method. I'll just name that as def. Click on login button. I'll simply say self dot login button dot sorry. I have to click on the login button, right? I'll copy this. Here instead of ID, I have to use by dot XPath because it's an XPath. I have to simply say self dot and say dot click. That's it. It's button button. Now good. Come back here and say login page dot click on login button. Login page dot click on login button. That's it. It's done. Now here we have to see whether this edit your account information option is being displayed or not. After I enter a valid email address, valid password, and click on the login button, I should get logged in. To verify that, I have to see whether this option is displayed. Edit your account information option is displayed, but this option doesn't belong to the login page. It will belong to the account page. It belongs to the account page here. So for that, to verify that, I have to first create account page. Account page In the account page, I create the class account page. Under that, I'll create the constructor. And I have to pass the driver here. Self.driver is equal to driver. After that, so here we have this as a link text. Copy this link text. This belongs to edit your account information option, which is on the account page. Edit your account information option underscore. What is that actually? That is nothing but the link text. So I'll give link underscore text here. Link underscore text is equal to give that link text. For this, create a method display status of edit your account information option. Now I'll write down self.driver.find underscore element by dot import this by from Selenium and say by dot link text comma give this self dot by dot link self dot edit your and is displayed outright is displayed command outright and I have to return that return. Okay, whenever you call this, it will return either true or false. So here, instead of writing this, I'll simply write down on which page, that is account page. I have to first create an object for the account page self.driver, import this account page from pages package and simply write down account underscore page. Now here write down account page dot display status of edit your account information option. Okay, that's it. Now let's move on to the next test. That is here. So here also we have to click on the same my account, click on the login button, and we have to enter this random email address which is generated with timestamp always. So what I will do here is simple. I'll mostly copy paste this one. Till select the login option. This is the thing. So you can remove these 2 lines. After that, I'll be navigated to the login page where I have to enter the email address, password, and click on the login button to copy these lines. Instead of passing this email, I'll pass this one. I'll call this function and pass the timestamp generated new email. And here we have to pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a password, the same password. So I don't have to change anything. I have to click on the login button. Till here you can read. This is expected warning message. When you give invalid email address and click on the login button, what will happen? You will get the warning message on which page? You will not go to the login page. Rather, you'll get the warning message on the same login page, right? For example, you are giving some email and some password, click on the login button, you will get the warning message on the same login page. Here we have the hard-coded locator for that warning message. Copy that. And it's coming on the login page. Go to the login page here and say, no match. No match. Or otherwise, you will simply say warning message underscore xpath, I guess. Xpath is equal to give that xpath expression of that warning message. Warning message xpath. And for this, you have to write the def. We have to retrieve the text from this element, okay, to get that warning message. Retrieve warning message. Okay, retrieve warning message. And for that, I'll write down self.driver.find element by dot xpath. Use this xpath. Simply write down self dot and say dot text and return it. Whenever you is calling this method, you just return that back. Go to that test login here. Instead of writing this dot text and all, So that is on which page? Login page only, right? Simply I'll say login page dot retrieve warning message. That's it. Don't have to do anything. Dot contains, it's verified here. Now here, this one, test. So here we have to enter these three things. So I'll copy till here. From home page, we have to click on the my account. After that, we have to click on the login. We have to enter this email address. Instead of this email address, we'll enter this email address. After that, this part is done. After that, we have to enter the invalid password. So for entering this invalid password, we have this enter password and copy this invalid password here. Then this will be done. Then we have to click on the login button. This will click on the login button. With invalid also, you will get the same warning message. So this one, you can remove the login button thing. And here, instead of this part, we can retrieve the warning message using the same way. All this. That's it. It will be done. Now here also, test login without entering any credentials. Copy all this stuff. I think everything you can copy if you want. Here, don't enter anything. Don't enter any email address. Don't enter any password. Click on the login button and you should get the same warning message, right? No match for email address. This part you can remove now. Okay. Okay, that's fine. This part is done. So what next? All these methods, all these test methods inside this got converted into the page object model now. Now the last one that is left out, I'll close all this stuff. That is test register. Okay, all the tests under this test register, we have to convert that into the page object model. Let me do that now. What I will do here is from here I have to start. Again, clicking on my account is already done. In this login itself, we have done. So I'll use the same thing. I don't have to do it again. Not here. This one, test login. This part is already there now. Clicking on my account drop menu is already there. Go here and write on that. Okay. Import this home page from pages package. Done. So this part is already done. Then we have to select the register option, which is coming on the home page. So open the home page where we only created for login option, but not for register option. I'll simply write down register option underscore link underscore text is equal to, in the script, what is there? Register link text is there. Copy that and paste it here. That's it. Now here for this, we have to create a function or method. Select register option. Okay. Select register option. And here, while selecting the register option, you will write this, copy this, most probably it will be same. Here, instead of self.login option dot text, you have to say self.register option link text. Okay, dot click, that's it. Now you have to call this from here, that is home page dot select register option. That's it. This line is not required anymore. Once you select the register option, what will happen here? My account and select, for example, register option, you will be taken to the register account page. And we have to fill these details like first name, last name, which are on the register account page or register page, whatever it is. So this to remove the hard coding of these locators on the register page, I have to here under the pages, I'll create a Python file known as register page or register account page. Anything you feel convenient, you can create. And here create the class register page. And under this, create the constructor def underscore init, pass the driver, and simply say self dot driver is equal to driver. The constructor is done. Now here, what I have to do next is this input first name, that is first name field. Here we have the first name field, right? I'll create that. Here I'll say first name field underscore ID. Most probably it has an ID. So here we have the ID. Copy this ID of the first name field and paste it here. For this particular thing, create a function or method that is enter first name. That's it. Simple. Okay. Enter first name and you have to pass the text here. First name text as a parameter. Calling this method, you have to pass that first name that you have to enter into the first name field. Here I'll write down self dot driver dot find underscore element by dot for the mouse on by and import this from Selenium and simply say by dot ID, that is comma, copy this self dot and say dot. First we have to click, then clear and then enter. So copy this and write down, instead of dot click you write dot clear, and after that you have to say dot click dot clear dot send keys of pass this first name field. Right, done. What next then? You can call this. Now here you need to create an object for that which page, that is the register page. Register page self dot driver you pass and import this register page from pages package and simply write down register underscore page as object reference. Now copy this register page and paste it here and say dot enter first name and enter this, pass this first name here. Done. Okay, register page, go to the register page and here I'm passing the driver, right? I'm creating an object. Why it's giving me some, it says let's find it out, unexpected argument. It's saying we'll do one thing, register page. I think this is fine. I'll remove this line once. Write down register page of. Here I'm importing the register page from pages.register page, and that is also fine. Underscore page is equal to. Is there any mistake I have done? Because it's not asking me to pass a driver here. Self dot driver is called driver and all. What's going wrong here? Copy this, otherwise class. Okay. Looks like I did something there. There's a mistake, some small mistake. Int I have written init actually. That is a problem. Okay, it's init. The small mistake. Okay. So test register and here now I have to pass self dot driver here. Otherwise it will not accept now. Register page dot enter first name. This is done. Now we have to enter the last name. Again, ID is there. Copy this ID. Go to the register page and create this element. Last name field underscore ID is equal to give that. And here copy paste this one. It will be almost same. Just to save time, I'm doing that. Enter last name. And here last name text. Copy this last name text here. And here instead of self dot first name field, you just write down last name field, last name field, last name field. That's it. It got converted now. Now go back here and write down register page dot enter last name and give this last name here. Done. Then the next thing is generate email timestamp. We have to enter that into the email field. Okay, here we have first name, last name, email. this ID of that email field. Go here and write down email field underscore ID is equal to give that ID, and for this copy paste the same thing and enter email text. Then copy this email text here, and here copy this email field ID, and here self dot email field ID, self dot last name, email field ID, self dot email field ID. That's it. You're going to enter the email here, and that you have to call register page dot enter email, and you have to pass this. Whatever you are passing in this command, you have to pass the same thing. Okay, right? Copy this and paste it here. That's it. Now you can remove this line. You remove the hard coding of that locator. Now telephone field. Copy this again. Go here. The same steps you have to repeat. Telephone field underscore ID is equal to give that, and create def enter telephone, and say telephone underscore text. And here copy paste these 3 lines. Just to save time, I'm copy pasting. Instead of typing again and again, we can copy paste. So here telephone text, you pass it here, and now copy this telephone field ID. Copy this telephone field ID and paste it here. Telephone field ID. Okay, done. Now here say register page dot enter telephone, and what telephone you have to pass, whatever the telephone you are entering here, that you have to pass here. That's it. This is also done. Then we have to enter the password confirm field. Okay, all this stuff is there. Let's complete that. Copy this. Go here, and so next one after telephone, we have the password. Password underscore field underscore ID is equal to give that ID, and come back here and write down, copy paste this, and enter password. That is password text. Now here pass this password text here. Now go back here, password field ID, copy paste. That's it. Repeat, nothing much. Now here write down register page dot enter password and pass this password there. Done. After passing the password, you can remove this. Now we have confirm password, we have to enter. Copy this part, come back to that, and here write down confirm password field ID is equal to give that ID, and now create the function. Copy the same function or method, and here enter password confirm. You can say same password text will be there that you'll be passing anyhow, and copy this confirm password field ID, confirm password field ID, like that. Okay, done. 3 things are done. Now next, what is the next one? Here, go back here and write down register page dot enter password confirm and pass this password there. Done. This part is also done. Now we have to select that agree checkbox field, which has a name locator. Go back, it's on the register page. Go back here and write down agree field underscore name. Give that, and I have to click on that. Select that. Select agree checkbox field. Okay. Select agree checkbox field, and here I'll write down self dot driver dot find element, write down by dot for the browser on this by dot name locator, comma, give this self dot and say dot click click on that agree checkbox field, register page dot select agree checkbox field. This is also done. And after selecting this checkbox field, I have to click on the continue button, which is also there here. It's an XPath expression. Copy this. Go to the register page. Continue button underscore XPath is equal to, and we have to click on that. So here, write on def, click on continue button. And here, copy this. Mostly we have to click right. So let's copy this, paste it here, and write on by.xpath and give this XPath expression here. Copy this, and write on self dot paste dot click. That's it. Now come back here and write down register page dot click on continue button. This is not required anymore. Once you do that, your account should get created. So here, let's create one random. Select this privacy policy and click on the continue button. Account should get created. And we have to verify this message is coming on the page or not. But this message is on which page? Account success page. So to remove this hard coding of that XPath expression of the element which is on the account success page, we have to create that page. New Python file, account success page. Now create the same thing, class, account, success, page. Now def, init, pass the driver, self.driver is called driver. Then what is that? We have to do this XPath expression you copy, which is on the account success page. This is a account creation message. Account creation message underscore XPath is equal to give that. Now create that def retrieve account creation message. Okay, here write down how to retrieve that. Driver self dot driver dot self dot driver dot find element by dot import this by from Selenium dot XPath, comma give this XPath expression here self dot give that and say dot text and return this. Whoever is calling this method, it will return this particular text. Done. So this part you have to remove. Before removing, you just create an object for that account success page. Account success, pass a self dot driver here and import this account success from pages. It's not coming. ACCOUNTSUCCESS page. You have to write page here. Okay. Import this now from pages package and write down here account success page is equal to, now write down account success page. This part you remove and write account success dot retrieve account creation message and say it should be equal to the expected text, expected heading text. That's it. It is done. One of the tests is completed. Now the next one, most of the things will be repeated now. My account register option already there here. You just copy paste. Select the register option till there. So this part is done. Then enter first name, last name, all fields, right? Mostly it will be same. Register page till clicking on the continue button. Just paste it here. One more element is required here. I'm going to show you. First, you have to enter the email address Arun, and this part is done. Notary is done. This is done. Now we have to enter the email with Amazon. That is also done. Then this telephone number we have to enter. That is also done. Then this password confirm. These two are also done. Here, there is one more thing after entering the password and confirm password. Here, we have to do one more thing. That is, we have to select the yes radio button. We have to select the yes radio button. This is the XPath expression of that yes radio button. Go to this register page, you can see that this is a yes radio button we have to select. For that, we are going to copy this XPath expression. And that is all that is there on the register page. So here write down yes radio button XPath is equal to give that XPath expression of the yes radio button. What we have to do, we have to click on that. We have to select that otherwise. Def select yes radio button, and here write down this line, copy this line otherwise, and here by dot XPath, and instead of that self dot, you just write this XPath expression and say dot click. That's it. Now go to this and write down here register page dot select S radio button. That's it. So this is also done. Selecting the agree checkbox field, it's also there. No need to write again. And we have to click on the continue button. We can remove this part. Once that is done, your account has been created should come, and the same thing, account success page dot retrieve message dot equals. Okay, the same line you can copy paste here. Till here you can put that. And you have to create an object for this here. So copy this line and create an object before using that. Done. Next one. You see, click on my account register page, first name, last name, email, telephone, password. So with duplicate email ID, this is the only thing that has to change. Most of the things are same. Copy everything. Till clicking on the continue button, you copy everything and paste it here. So you can keep removing. So clicking on the register option, right? We have clicked on the register option. Enter Arun Moturi. These two lines are there. We can remove these two lines. And we have to enter this email address. An existing email address we have to enter. That you can pass it here. Instead of this, you pass the existing email address. So this is also done. Then we have to enter the telephone number. That is also there. We have to enter the password, confirm password. Done. Yes radio button, done. Agree, select agree checkbox field, done. Then click on continue button, done. After that, we have to verify. And this warning message is going to come on the same register page. Go to the register page, copy the XPath expression of this warning message thing element, and register page. See what is there. First name, last name, nothing is there for warning message. Warning message, duplicate email warning, right? Duplicate email warning underscore, that is XPath, I guess. It's called XPath expression. We have to retrieve this warning message. How to retrieve that? For that, I'll write down def retrieve duplicate email warning. Okay, and how to retrieve that? Self dot driver dot find element by dot XPath, give the XPath expression from here. Copy this self dot, type self dot, give that XPath and set dot text and return this. So now go here and till here you can remove. Same on the same register page it is there. So here you can clear and say register page dot retrieve duplicate email warning dot contains. That's it. It is done. Now this one, just register without entering any fields. The last test that we have to convert into the page object model thing. And after that, we are going to run the scripts to see whether everything is working fine or not. After converting into the page object model, whether all the scripts in all the page classes, Python files are running fine or not. My account, register, first name, last name, email, everything is there here. Copy everything from here until you click on the continue button and paste it here. And here, let's see, let's compare. Clicking on the register option is already there. You see, clicking on the register option. After that, we have to enter the email, first name. We should not be entering anything. So remove this. And this part is done. Last name, email, telephone, password, confirm password. We should not, and then click on, we should not enter anything and click on the continue button. So I'll do one thing. I'll just clear all this stuff. Clear this email address also. I'm not going to enter anything into the mandatory fields anyhow. Telephone number also I'm not going to enter. Password also I'm not going to enter. Password confirm also I'm not going to enter. And this one is not required. You can remove that. And you don't have to select the checkbox field. So remove this. And then finally you have to click on the continue button. So after you click on the continue button, you have to verify this. Expect privacy policy warning message. All these assertions we have to verify, and these warnings are going to come on the same register page. You don't enter anything and click on continue button, or the warning messages will come. These warning messages, you see, privacy policy or whatever the warning message that are coming or part of the same register account page. So I'll copy this XPath expression of this privacy policy warning message and go to the register page here, and here I'll write down privacy policy warning underscore XPath is equal to, give that XPath expression. And now here, copy this function. It looks similarly same. Just we have to update the things. Retrieve privacy policy warning. And here instead of self dot something, you have to write self dot privacy policy warning XPath dot text. That's it. Now go to the text register, and here, instead of writing like this dot text and all, you write down register page dot retrieve privacy policy warning. That's it. This part is done. Now let's go to the next warning. Here, that is XPath expression of the first name warning, first name field warning. We'll copy the XPath expression of the first name field warning. This is the first name field. Copy this. Go to the register page and write down first name warning XPath. It's called XPath expression. And copy this. Paste it here. Just to reduce the time in doing this copy pasting. First name warning, and here you have to modify this. So copy this first name warning XPath and paste it here. That's it. Go back to this. I'll remove all the unnecessary stuff and go to this register page, test register, and here write down there is that here. First name thing. This is the first name. Clear all this stuff. Dot text will be there. Until that you can remove and write down register page dot retrieve first name warning. That's it. Now similarly last name warning will be there. You'll get the XPath expression of the last name warning. Copy this XPath expression of the last name warning. Come back here. Write down last name warning XPath is equal to, copy this method and write down, instead of first name you say last name, and here you have to modify this last name warning XPath. Done. Come back here and remove this part. Register page dot retrieve last name warning. That's it. Now the next one, email warning. This is XPath expression of the email warning, email warning. Then come back here. Email warning underscore XPath is equal to, give that email warning XPath. Copy this, paste it. email warning, I'll say. Go to the top, copy this email warning XPath and paste it here. That's it. I'll get the text. And now here, from here to here, you just remove. And in place of that, write register page dot retrieve email warning. That's it, done. Now after the telephone warning, this is XPath expression for telephone warning element. Copy this, go back here. So we are left with few more warnings. Telephone warning, telephone warning, XPath is equal to give that telephone warning XPath. Then copy this, paste it here, retrieve telephone warning, and copy this and paste it here. That's it. Come back here and write down register page dot retrieve telephone warning. That's it. Now final one more warning is there. We have to remove the hard coding of this warning, that is password warning. Copy this password warning thing, warning XPath, and here write down the last element for this session, I guess. Password warning XPath is equal to. Now go here, create this, copy this, paste it here, then write down password warning, come back to the top, copy this and give that here. That's it. Now you'll get the password warning message and you just remove this part till dot text, and in place of that you write down register page dot retrieve password warning. Retrieve password warning. That's it. We have successfully done everything. We have completely converted the scripts in every Python file like test register, test login, test search into the page object model and see whether this is working fine or not. After removing the hard coding of the locators and centralizing them into the respective page classes here, are the scripts running properly or not? We have to see. For that, I'll close everything and go to the terminal here. I'll go to the terminal, and in the terminal, I'll just say CLS and PyTest in press enter. All the 11 tests should run without any problem. And if that is so, then we are good. So the scripts are running in the Chrome browser. Let's see whether all the scripts will be running or not. The login scripts are running. The first one is passed. Total 11 should pass. We have successfully implemented the page object model in this session. Let's see whether everything is working fine or not. Total 11 out of 11 tests should run without any mistakes. If any mistakes, we'll resolve them. Okay. If some scripts are running, most of the scripts will definitely run. But let's see. If any mistakes, we have to figure out what is the problem and then, have to solve that or fix that. So let's see which test is running now. This is so same login without any credential test is running. So with this, all the login tests completed. Now register related tests are running now. Let's see if any problems in the test register Python file after implementing the page object model. Looks like it's also good, working fine. The first test got executed successfully from the register functionality. Now the second test from the register, there are 4 tests actually in the register. Second test is going to run now. Completed, successfully passed. Now third test. Let's see the third test, whether it's working fine or not. The duplicate email address is also done. Fourth test, without entering any fields in the register page, we are trying to create an account. The fourth test, that's going to run now. Let's see. Done. Now the search related test should run. First one is completed. Second test is also done. Third test is running on the search functionality. The last one, I guess. Search without entering any product name. It's also done. So total 11 out of 11 tests got passed. That proves that our implementation of the page object model in this framework has been successfully done. So this is how we have to implement the page object model in our Selenium Python hybrid framework. So what is the next one? In the next session, I'll try to optimize something in the same page object model. I'm going to optimize. Okay, how to optimize the things. Okay, till now we have not optimized. We have gone roughly with the page object model, but we can improve the page object model by writing some optimized code, by reducing the number of lines. I'll show you the ways of reducing the number of lines. Whatever the code we have implemented for page object model, right? That code can be optimized by reducing the number of lines that I'm going to cover in the next session. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye-bye.